Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons, it's Rale, and it's once again time to Nintendo things. Right now I'm joined by Andy.
Hello.
And the other lads aren't here yet. They might not be here today at all. They haven't messaged me back. I'm assuming they're busy. They've both got lives.
They said that they were going to go hiking to this place called Detloff Pass.
I am unaware of this reference. Anywho's, more Metroid. Let me share the game so Andy can see. This time with 90% less to me spending 2 hours trying to do one jump. I
I
promise.
can do it. One, two, three.
I actually ended up going ahead and playing through a whole separate profile in about 9 hours right after the end of the stream last week. And it was much easier to do the jump after I'd already done it once. Nope, rude. None of that. So we're going to go punch Kraid's shit in. I'll just have to remember how to get to him without dying. We're gonna have to clear that, aren't we? Well, maybe not. Let's find out. Do 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 do. Yeehaw.
So I've been playing this game called Ellen.
Okay.
It's, imagine somebody took like an RPG maker and actually just went like hella overboard with it. I mean, dear God. It's like
Nope.
got RPG mechanics and like farming mechanics and crafting and all that stuff. You kind of make your own little colony or fortress or base or something, run around and do, you know,
Hi.
the JRPG sandbox basically.
You know what? We're gonna come back to that. I don't need it really bad right now.
I need it.
And I know an easier way to do it. Oh yeah, there's this whole area's death approaches. Yep. Okay, and I can't slip through that area yet. So oh, we can't go this way at all. Lovely. Yep.
Oh God.
Big robot. I like a big robot.
Big fat stompy robot, big fat stompy robot, big fat stompy robot, big fat stompy robot.
This is gonna be our
And that'll
way
go
out.
back down. Robots don't have fat. What do you think of that?
Hippity hoppity. Okay, goal selected. Run! Madre de Dios. Oh shit, it saw me. Nope. And I died. That didn't take long. Will this be easier if I go at it from the other door? Not really.
Fight the robot from Red Planet.
You saw nothing. Bro. This area will look familiar to viewers of last stream because... Actually... No.
I wonder why I can't hear the stream. I just realized.
Oh, I just realized the game is very quiet. There we go. Double check. Yes, this is the way we need to go. Me.
Lava level. Hey, hey, hey! Stand still! Stand still! I'm charging my laser! Stand still! Oh man!
They never stand still. We. Die. I will admit that how smoothly this has gone so far is making me feel very good at the game. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
You know what? I want a Dead Space game done in the style of Metroid, just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles?
Just for shits and giggles.
I mean, arguably, the original Dead Space could be argued to be in the style of Metroid Prime. But I'm assuming that's not what you meant.
I mean, the thing about Dead Space, it's really scary and spooky for the first, like... I mean, I guess it depends on, like, your tolerance for it, but after a while, the monsters start becoming more of a nuisance, and you're just trying to get through, because, you know, you can just blow everything up and all that.
Yeah. Okay, directions obtained.
That's usually the best way to take the horror out of the horror game, is give you a weapon.
Yeah. But Metroid isn't strictly horror, but has horror aspects, which is probably why I prefer it to most horror games.
Now, the best way to counter that is to make the horror, like, basically alien. Like, it's never going to straight up come at you. It's going to, like, pop out of the walls or from the ceiling or grab you and pull you up.
Yeah.
Like ambush tactics.
It's important that you have some tools to deal with the problem, but that they don't instantly solve everything. That there's still, like, a puzzle involved in survival.
That or have it where, you know, you can stun the horror, like, you can shoot it and it'll fall over, but... not Jason, but, well, I mean, Jason does it too, but, the Halloween guy, Michael Myers.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the robots in this kind of nail. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing in Alien Isolation, though, is you can't kill the alien. Like, you could just make it run away. Of course, another problem with that game, too, is you can shoot it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't splurt acidic blood everywhere. Like the thing about the alien is, like, you don't want to be close by if you...
Yeah.
Some biopunk shit. But yeah.
Oh, that was a thing. I was doing a very deep dive into video games, trying to find a game that's like Cyberpunk, but it's solar punk themed, right?
Solar punk?
Yes. Solar punk is one of those. It's a genre that's a response to Cyberpunk's Okay, think of it as the where Cyberpunk would be Neon Genesis Evangelion, Solarpunk would be Gurren Lagann. It's the optimist response to the pessimism of Cyberpunk, while keeping the punk aspect and the future tech aspect.
I guess, but knowing what I know about Gurren Lagann, the ending of that series made me sad.
The ending of that series should make you sad. That's kind of the point. But it's also...
I want to be sad, Rale.
Some things should make you feel emotions. One sec.
I got enough plethora of emotions to go through. Thank you very much.
Eh. No.
To get past me, you must answer me these questions. Ah! You shot me.
Alright, here we go. It's Kraid time.
It's hard being a riddle door when you look like a centipede and an eyeball that had, intercourse.
Yeah.
At this point, she's like, "You again?"
She I fucking love the nonchalant charge laser.
Oh, is this like Kraid, or is this the species or something?
I don't know.
Like, how many times are you gonna fight the same thing? Like, there's gotta be a reason like all these bases have it. Like, maybe it produces something that's like just indispensable, you know?
There we go.
Let's beat it.
Not yet. That's first stage. Oh shit, he's unchained!
Oh, his belly button is infected! At least his middle one is. Oh, Kraid! We're enemies and all that, but come on, man, take better care of yourself.
Good news, motherfucker! Bomb him from inside!
Oh, it's an innie!
And that is how you beat this easy. That's it, he's done. Yeah, having the bomb already allows me to skip the second stage entirely. You see what I mean? About how much having that and getting that done last stream would change this? And that's the sweet taste of victory and 2 hours of work paying off.
I knew that belly button horror was a thing.
Woo. And that's Kraid beat.
Until, like, the next mission.
Yeah. I am curious if... actually, Andy, just Google it. Check if Kraid is, like, the same creature every time. Diffusion beam acquired. This is what I thought I already had. This allows us to do this. We can bust walls that we couldn't shoot through all the way before. Oh, that requires me to have the ability to walk in lava. Oop. Oop. It's not a perfect one. It doesn't go all the way through, but... it allows you to go where you couldn't before.
Well, it says he's a space pirate.
Yeah. But I mean, we've cast him into the lava enough times. Cast it into the fire! Isildur! Little bastard. Please die. Whoop, whoo. Okay. Yes, no, I do not have the power to survive living in lava quite yet. Keep forgetting I need to press up to grab these. And now we head back the other way. Yeah. Up and up. Okay. You're just gonna be annoying. Not worth it. Ooh. Little bastard. Patches is currently climbing around on the bookshelf. He is out of pet reach. He is enjoying that there is so much open space in the office now, because the office has already mostly been packed up. And Hidden Boss, I don't have the speed boost yet. That's, I believe, the next thing I'm going to get, though.
So, all it's known is that, or it's suspected, is that he's just a higher member of the base pirate, and the guys that are messing around with this station captured him and brought him here for some reason, likely because he might know something about the X virus.
Oh, you know what? You know, okay, so I know the reason why they lured Samus here. So we'll get to that eventually.
Digiman says he hears a kitty cat, but you must pet the kitty cat.
Yes, I tried to pet the kitty cat, but the kitty cat is out of arm's reach.
The kitty cat said, "Leave it alone!"
He's being pet by Fox now, so he'll be fine. No, Patches is always down for pets. No. No. Bye, Felicia. Alright. Our goal is over here. So I'm plotting the least painful route. Okay. Save the game. Oh, okay. Let me go, Patchy. Hello. You're a very cute kitty. Yes, you are.
Put him now into the microphone.
The goob has been... He has been pet. Your goob has been redeemed properly. I'm sorry, I didn't see the redeem pet.
One of the contractors building this factory. It's like, you know what? You know what would go good right here? Okay, one of those bomb floors, you know? You know, just for fun.
Most of this area was built for purpose. Also, the robots are mostly like security stuff, to my knowledge.
What about the people that built the place or designed it?
My assumption would be that the robots and stuff don't try to murder people who are supposed to be here.
Yeah, but what I mean is like the floors that you get through by blowing them up, and they have like a symbol and all that. It's like they're purposely built for that.
I don't
It's
know.
just like normally you wouldn't build something like that. The guy's like, oh, you know what? We're just gonna put the bomb floors here. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? You know?
It could just be the way Samus's equipment visualizes. No! Why?
Oh,
Oh! Woo! Alright. Good enough.
Brewster says it's like a tax laundering money scheme.
Yeah, I maintain they just it's a matter of they like all the doors and stuff are easier to get through if you have actual security passes. And Samus doesn't have that, so she has to blast her way through. Also, I've seen some of the organizations for some buildings. There are buildings that will straight up just lose the fact that they have rooms in certain spots. Like, in real life, that's not that uncommon, honestly. It turns out architecture is fucky no matter, even in real life.
It's weird seeing videos where like people remove something and they find out there's like a whole nother room or two behind a bunch of walls.
Yeah, it's because construction in general, especially with the older your buildings get, tends to lean towards being, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, built up over time. If you've ever been in a house that has load-bearing Tupperware that, you know, was owned by quote-unquote handymen for years and years and years. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, it's not that uncommon of a thought to have of what the fuck were they thinking. The answer is they weren't.
Look, I'm living in a house that still uses glass fuses.
Oh god, yeah. Update your fuse box.
We get the money.
Good point. Electricity is one of those things where just hire an electrician, especially like a fuse box.
Well, the wires might need to be, you know,
Completely
looked
redone.
at,
Yeah.
too, 'cause, you know, there's a chance some of them might not even be properly covered. You know.
Yes, they would think. Yeah, did you man? The thought process is, I'm not going to pay an electrician when I can do it 85% as good myself. Except they don't do it 85% as good themselves. They do a shit job themselves.
I mean, there's a chance that the electrician will do a shitty job too. You know, it does happen.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's because people pay for shitty electricians who manage to get by because they, yes, they do shoddy work, but they're cheap. And there's a lot of people who will prioritize... To be fair, lots of people can't afford to pay a good electrician to do the job right, but they need the job done, so they pay for the shitty version, even if that's going to end up costing them money in the long run. Again, I've mentioned it before on stream, the Sam Vimes boot theory of economic inequality. The rich get rich and stay rich by spending more money in the short term to save money in the long term. Fishy little bastards. And yeah, Burster, a lot of that is what I'm referring to with load-bearing Tupperware. Load-bearing Tupperware is a text joke. If you listen to the the BPL podcast, there's an episode where they talk about when they got the house they're in. And they describe it as load-bearing Tupperware. In fact, my father-in-law actually deals with a lot of that stuff because he likes to buy what would otherwise be a slumlord house and fix them into being an actual nice place to live. And he proper fixes them, like he gets into the wiring and everything, because he's a masterwork electrician. He can do that sort of thing. So he buys houses that otherwise should be condemned, fixes them. Like, he'll actually get under the house and put new base lining and everything. Like, he does all the actual repairs the house needs. And then puts them up as an Airbnb. And he charges only enough to pay the bills on the house. And that's it.
He's been auctioning lately.
Oh, he's been auctioning some of them lately?
Yes, he sold 2 of them and he bought another to do again.
Okay. He threw a couple of them up for auction. Which, for those who don't know, means he threw a couple of them up for relatively cheap. Like, this is the minimum price I can accept, and it'll have paid for itself.
He does the same thing with cars.
Yeah, he does the same thing with cars. It's... You know how some people will have their midlife crisis and they'll buy an old car and fix it up? Yeah, he does that with entire neighborhoods. Most of the houses are on this one particular street, which, fun enough, includes the house I lived in when I went to high school. Oh shit, robot. Robot! No domo arigato! No, Mr. Roboto! Oh, fuck me. Ah! Dodge! Dodge! Swivel! Oh no, he didn't lose me. Yeah, shit. Oh, I can't go through that door anyways. Ow. Yes, it does reduce waste. And that town also has a problem with at least one really big slumlord who does not fix houses like that. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. Please leave. Alright, now, how do I need to get through the... Okay. I'm pretty sure I need to go exactly where he was. Yep, right here. Yeah, this is also... My father-in-law is just, in general, a great guy. He owns a bit of woods, and usually leaves it for preservation, but sometimes it needs cut, and usually once a year, he'll chop some wood down, and then load up a trailer full of firewood, and he'll trawl through Facebook looking for families that actually need the wood or they won't have heat for the winter, and he'll show up at their house with a trailer full of firewood. There we go.
No.
There we go. Spray and pray, charge for a big bud, and fire. Okay, now we fight the robot. Oh, there he is. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh! Where are you gonna come at me from? Yes, please. Eat shit! Ha-ha! And another one bites the dust. And now we have the speed boost.
I can go faster now.
Also, this whole area is much easier to navigate now. Yeet. What I want is... No. Grab the ledge, but don't climb it. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay, probably gotta go out that way. Noted. It is noted. So the robots are not used in war because they're generally actually meant as research robots. They're extremely durable. Combat-wise, they're not actually that strong beyond being basically invincible. They've got all the good defense, but there's also only a few of them. Like, they're actually apparently really rare. And I don't want to get into the whole thing of why wonder weapons are generally not a good plan. Yeah! Oh wait, this one. Yeah, I'll shake. I gotta remember exactly the order of operations to do this jump. This is a multi-jump one that requires a speed boost. Huh, huh. Ah! Ah! I was right there. Unless I completely screw up right there. Nope. Okay, screw it. I'll worry about that later. It's how you get that missile tank. Up there is I'd have to get right here and then use the jumps boost thing. I'll show that here in a moment. First of all, whoop. So, the speed boost has the option to do what's called a shine spark, which is when we get to the end of the speed boost, we hit down, and then we're purple for a little bit, and we hit the shine spark and go up! An energy tank.
Shine Spark. Wait a minute. That's from another series, Rale.
Oh no, whatever will you do?
And now as punishment, your next game has to be Mario Sunshine.
That's a shine sprite. They are different things.
I don't care.
Also, I don't possess Mario Sunshine, so...
What?
At least I'm pretty sure I don't.
Lost your Nintendo privileges. they remastered? I'm sure they remastered.
Oh, they did. It's on the. It's got a remaster on the Switch, I believe.
Anyway, I think after this you'll probably be playing the new Pokemon, right?
I don't know if the Pokemon game will be out before I'm done with this game. Oh.
Well, Mario Sprite would be a good, like, it would be a good Mario game to play. It's not like a side scroller. It's a you know, a 3D and.
Yeah, I have played Mario Sunshine before, Andy. I know what it is. It's just not my favorite 3D Mario game.
What's your favorite 3D Mario game?
Oh, Odyssey, easy.
That is a good one.
It's almost like you watched me play it.
What
I can't remember if they ended up actually following through on the Mario game being a limited run, the Mario Sunshine remaster being a limited run. I could have sworn they decided to extend it.
What, like for digital release?
Yeah.
What? Why would you just? You know what? I know why they did that. Because like they could release it every once in a while at like $60 or $70 instead of like if they kept it up. Eventually, they would loot like they would stop for like a ton of it. I don't.
There we go.
Artificial scarcity. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
Ooh, go in there and have your genes modified.
Yeah. To a new area, finally. Traveling to Ferenia.
Have my atoms violently ripped apart and then reassembled somewhere else. Oh, there's not a fly in here. Oh, it's an elevator.
I'm honestly excited for Switch 2. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one day one because I hear they're already having they're running out of pre-orders.
And you know you're going to have the problem we've been having for the past few decades with systems, scalpers.
Apparently, Nintendo's doing some stuff to limit scalping. Yeah, no, the Switch 2 looks powerful. Okay, it's not a flat $90 per game for every game. Some games will be. But there's a lot. Also, there's a lot of misinformation going out right now about the Switch 2. If you didn't specifically check the Nintendo website and see it on there, I wouldn't trust it. Yeah. Oh, you bitch.
I'm going to be having money trouble for a while, so I don't think I'll be able to get anything like that for a while. I do want to play Pokemon with you. I had a lot of fun doing.
Pokemon should be available on both Switch and Switch 2. So.
Well, I'm wondering about latency issues with graphics and all that. You know.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah.
I don't care for system exclusives anymore.
Yeah. Nintendo's the only thing that I'll buy for the system exclusives.
I mean, I used to be a big PlayStation goof, but
I understand that. I have every PlayStation up to the 4. And then I got a PC, and then all the PlayStation games started eventually getting ported to PC. But I'm like I said, I'm probably going to get a Switch 2. Also, cost-benefit analysis is going to be different for every person. Like, for me, the Switch 2's pricing is not that bad.
good.
So, for me, I'll get the value out of it, no problem. Because that's usually what I judge off of, is am I going to get enough out of this to make it worth my money? Which I know I will with the Switch 2. Mario Kart World alone is going to get so many fucking hours on me.
The Chozu?
Yeah. There's a Birdman. Old burb. Also, we find this is a neat thing about this game. No, he shut off all the rest of the robots.
Do they go? Mm?
This is the first time we've ever heard Chozo speak. Storm!
Apologies.
You're just in time for the first time we ever witnessed Chozo speak out loud.
Ah, yes.
You missed me dunking on Kraid.
Ah.
You know what? This is the only series that makes bird people look actually cool.
Ninu barash nek ili ferun dar hadar. Les ninu kedar. Ili mathroid mugi. Tanam dar bi hadar bunta. Eiris dosh eka ili gimel. Ashkar behek gabori dosh balan ili mathroid dosh ili tarin nalima hem satar. Humbin bi kalki sakra. Dosh horek bura. Ninu mechirin ili zoha hasana. Bimura Gabara ili Sahali, Dosuran ili Mathroid. Gal Mir Tostek, Ananakolen Mugi Akalai. Ashkar Behek, Hem ili Maukin, Hasana Hasari Anabalta Dos Humahar Salian. Ili Darin Alima, Les Nudakan Dos Geren Humahar Korgan Gal Tuluta Mathroid. Sabalba. Talaris le shak sirugali nevak. Hembugi lamai dos goro humahar yoris me kohana. Aitarili gelsu manu naloni ishka ili agarna lima. Mugi garama bi eris les nido.
So this is what it's like to hear Whacker in his native tongue.
Ili tarin nalima memori le shakutanka. Ontar humahar gelsu mugi barilin ili eris. Arek ebores ashkar behek elemeirisi dos karodan hum.
And now we know what happened to the Chozo.
Ninu aros hakame ninu mahar meheni dos tumema ninu mahar yoris. Ishili mathroi meili agarna lima. Habari bama mugi sarali lina tamahar doshek. Nutili mathroi desborodo. Ili yoristar ashkar behek. Dora habar bados les maradan. Has bados les maradan. Ashka unugal ata. Ili emai marhuma satari lin ashkar behek. Tamus arlan. Feje hadoran. Ninu havar kumane hundos debolen ili mathroi dim ishkanulisa tamacharisbi.
And that's why the Emmy are after us. For the Metroid DNA.
Kino uludruda. Ana maril sanur pura. Ay marhel kalo.
The first time Samus, we get to hear Samus speak proper. I think. Not counting other M. Not counting other M.
Yeah, not counting other M.
In the canon timeline.
Yeah.
And now he's opened up that little area so we can get through there.
I mean, we could also talk about the comic books, but again, probably doesn't count.
I specifically mean hear her speak, not like...
Yeah. The Threezo boy.
Oh, or is that a space pirate?
Oh, this is so much harder without the double jump.
What'd you ask, Andy?
Is that a Chozo or is that a space pirate or?
That's a Chozo.
I think that's a Threezo specifically. The sort of Chozo mechs.
Yep, there I go. This fight is much harder without the double jump. The double jump makes it much easier.
Goodbye, last burb. Zerk says. I mean, yeah, they could ask nicely, Blue, but I think Samus pointedly eradicated the Metroids pointedly.
Yeah, also Ravenbeak is kind of a dick like that. We're skipping the cutscene. Ah! Yep. Shit, shit, shit.
I do like the touch here of, like, his armor kind of looks like...
Shit! Yeah, I mean, yeah, his armor is Chozo armor, just like Samus's.
Yeah. It's a nice touch.
I wish we had the little blade thing that they have. That would have been cool. I hope Samus gets one of those. Well, actually, no. I just remembered why she won't get one of those in the future. Late game spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay.
This I'm aware of.
Now is
what I was going to say. Oh, sorry. You first.
Let me run to the bathroom, because I actually have to pee bad enough it hurts, and I'll be right back. Keep chat entertained.
Yes. Hello, chat.
He lived only to exposition us.
Aw. Poor exposition bird. He tried so hard.
How you doing, Storm? What's going on?
Oh, just a little bit sleep deprived. I've been working on getting stuff ready for this concert, and it's funny how much, like, an actually advertised concert at an actually, like, large venue is difficult. It takes effort. Especially when you're the guy setting up the microphones and testing them. I am now learning the world that Mad Ducks lives in. But how are you, Andy?
I'm alright. I think I lost my wallet, so I gotta try and find it. Also, I'm kind of remembering why editing music together is difficult, because a song is... I know it's going to sound weird, but a song is like a long sandwich. It's made of multiple layers.
Yep.
And each layer has a part that you may want here and in there.
Yes.
And it's hard to cut it when it's already like in one big piece, because
You must learn the art of the Subway sandwich.
well,
I return.
I don't think I have the heart or the patience to like get that program you have that where you can like it's like you take the squares and the squares have like an instrument and you put it in it.
Oh, talking about FL Studio.
What's it called?
FL Studio. But yeah, where I can basically take parts and insert them as sort of part of a graphical interface.
Ooh, boy. I looked it up. One of them was as high as $450. Please.
Yeah, no. If you were looking to get into kind of some amateur music writing, I could probably hook you up with my copy of FL Studio. It doesn't count the number of computers it's on.
Convenient.
Also, mine technically counts as a company copy, so...
I wouldn't want to do anything illegal.
That wouldn't be illegal. It might be against terms of service, but those are two different things. So, I'll look into that. Chances are, though, I can find you something way cheaper than what you just said.
Either cheaper or free. So I guess free
There was
is
a
cheaper.
program like that a long time ago that I messed with. It was like in the 90s or early 2000s, too. I wish I remember what it was. But...
There's a simple, if jank-ass one called Anvil Studio. But that's going to be, like, really jank and simple.
Bacon Wrath, yes, I managed this Kraid skip. I don't think you can go back to the beginning of this video, but like 12 minutes in, I had murdered Kraid. Something like that. Like, he died real fast. Ask Andy. Andy, how fast did he die?
You inserted yourself into his infected any belly button.
I have confirmed that properly.
And then bombed him.
Bomb, 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 bomb the Kraid.
Yeah.
Bomb the Kraid.
I don't know why, but that made me think Bomboclat.
You know, I heard it kind of when I said it, too.
I don't remember what Bomboclat means. It's been long enough.
I think it's a Jamaican term for, like, wow, or, you know, not an expletive, but, like, bazoom, or boom. Maybe, like, Thunderstrike or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know, yeah, it's Jamaican or, like one of the islands. But I obviously don't speak that accent and am not from that area, so I don't know anybody who actively speaks it.
It is definitely an expletive. I just looked up the definition.
Oh, how bad is it?
It'd be the equivalent of saying... It's kind of a nastier way of saying pussy.
Oh. Okay, noted. Not saying that on stream again.
Yeah. And we'll just move on from there. Because it apparently is their equivalent of, like, yelling the F word back in the 1950s.
Noted. Of course the only language I know, a word I know in their dialect is a goddamn curse word. Every time!
Imagine if you, like, shouted that in class.
I promise I did not know what I was saying.
Yeah, we will move squarely on.
My shame is almost as great as my ignorance.
I mean, to be fair, we hear so many other people use it that it's probably just, to us, never meant that.
And I say unto you, my ignorance is like that of a great vast ocean, deep and wide, and full of horrors that not even I myself know of.
Man, my general shtick on languages is I can only properly speak English. I know enough about most other languages to piss people off.
You know, when you get older, you start thinking that the best language to speak of all is silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Shut up!
I disagree on that. Like, silence is important and you should be used to silence, but...
Because you're not old enough, man. Wait till you hit like 40.
Little Willie says, I know two languages, English and bad English.
I only know one language. Oh no! You're on that water planet in episode 2.
Ha!
Camino.
Oh no.
We're gonna meet the cold Gray.
Kaminoans.
E.
The cold Grays that were so ticked off by what Palpatine did, they gathered a bunch of humans and went off to another galaxy and defeated the planet of humans. And are watching over them.
Wait, is that like canon in Star Wars?
No. But the fact that you, like, question it means that it's a cool idea. Or stupid.
Because I know... Okay, so don't ask me for a source, because this is only something I've heard other people say, and I'm only very new to the extended universe. But apparently Earth does exist in the setting, it's just way far away, and also still primitive as of the time period of the setting.
Yeah, that's why it's in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Indeed.
They don't ever say which galaxy.
Brewster, Spanish is one language that I actually can very heavily insult someone in. Not, like, accidental cursing.
I know how to ask people where my pants are, and ask them if they've been having a good day.
I mean, the big one that I know is Tu madre es un gigante coño.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know from Devo, and I learned that from Burrow, but I thought that meant idiot or buffoon, but someone told me it might mean like something worse. And I was like, but it was on Disney, back in the black and white era.
Yeah, but you have to remember that the rating system at the time only accounted for insults that were in English.
Yep. Brewster, that is, your mother is a giant word I'm not going to say to avoid getting hit by any worse stuff from Twitch. Because I'm not Australian.
Ah, yes. The Australian word. The worst part is I could say the Australian word, and you all know what I mean.
Did you see that video with the two Indian guys?
Yeah.
One's in a car, one's outside, and they're like, "Fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, you go fucking your company." And they're like, "Okay, you have a nice day, be careful."
Yep.
Oh!
Really?
Wow.
My mother was not Australian. She
Uh,
was Texan.
my mother was New Yorker and a mix of all the different stuff from the British Isles. In the worst, like a little bit of Scottish, a little bit of Irish.
Oh, okay. If we're going past Texan, then like my mother's side of the family was a lot of like German and French with bits of Irish in there.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
one sec. I need to turn the volume back down on the game because the rain is drowning me out. Now we can go back and forth through that gap. Yay.
Storm, I want to ask, by your personal opinion, which game would you say is technically more difficult? Metroid or Super Mario Bros?
Original Metroid, you mean? Or are you talking the series versus the series?
Yeah.
Okay, because what you just said could also just be literally the first games in each series.
Well, I would assume Metroid was harder than Mario.
Yeah, I would say 90% of the time Metroid games will be harder than Mario games, but there are a couple moments in Mario games that start to compete, like some of the Star Road stuff in Super Mario Bros. Or stuff like that, but I think that's also due in part to the style of game. The Mario games are meant to be all ages, and while the Metroid games are rated E or T, varying on the exact installation of the franchise. No, I think they're all E now that I think about it. They are built with like challenging the player in mind, as opposed to Mario games, which are not so much challenging, though they can be. The goal is just to have fun with Mario games. So, long answer into a short one: the Metroid series. Parentheses, caveats.
I'd say the at least standard difficulty wise, the Metroid series is harder. When you get into the weird stuff is when the Mario games start getting harder. Like Mario's peaks are harder than Metroid's peaks, but Metroid's baseline is harder than Mario's baseline.
And to be fair, my perception is also skewed by being at least tangentially part of the Metroid hack community, where I know what Metroid hacks can turn into.
I mean, there's shit
But
like
that-
Mario, or Kaiser Mario, whatever it is.
There's also Kaizo Metroid. The person who made one made the other. He's a sick fuck. I think my favorite description of Kaizo Metroid was, I have just learned there are new ways to be offended.
Ah. Oh, something. Sweet.
But yeah, no, there are whole Metroid games people have rebuilt where you have to know all the advanced techniques in Metroid, and you basically have to know how you would do, what's the word? The stuff that in Metroid is used for speedrunning and skips become the minimum skill level for playing the game.
Yeah. Which I'm not personally a fan of.
Yeah,
Mind you,
no,
I can 100% this game.
Yeah. No, that's for people who've been playing and speedrunning the Metroid games for decades. Like, I get why that's their thing. But yeah, some of those hacks, I'm like, nope, not playing. Cool to watch. Not my one.
Darn.
And then there are some more down-to-earth hacks, like Eris or Angry Fire Chozo.
Angry Fire... Explain.
Somebody whose first language is not English did not realize how silly that name was, and made a game where you are fighting your way through an ancient Chozo temple where the Chozo fire god lived. I think if they had known English better, they might have said something like Wrath of the Burning God or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. English is not always the first language.
I don't know. I kind of like the title of Angry Fire Chozo. It sounds.
Oh yeah, no, people came to love it for that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's, I'm trying to remember the exact name. Oh, Super Metroid Airy, where the guy turned gravity down by, like, 500%.
Oh, God.
It's a Samus just flies!
It's time to fight the angry sea orifice.
No! Well, okay, yeah. There's one in every Nintendo game. Two in
It's a
mine.
good thing Rale got that Bengay cannon.
Why did we call it the Bengay cannon again? I'm trying to remember.
Give me 1 second. Look.
Shit, eat shit, eat shit. Ow.
Yeah. I have a friend who was talking about sort of the ancestry of games and like development cycles and such, and they made a rather compelling point that at least the original Dark Souls, not so much every Souls-like, but that Dark Souls itself was actually an extension of the Metroidvania genre, just taken to 3D.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the design philosophy is the levels loop back on each other in an otherwise larger total map. The fighting is very much based on learning movement patterns of the boss and learning how to dodge.
That's why I did so well with this, because I already fought him last week when I did my personal playthrough.
Ah, yes.
I decided to stop wasting everybody's time by going through and... Okay, I can't get that yet. And playing through on my own and getting 100% so that I'd be like, okay, now I know how to do this shit, and I'm somewhat practiced, so we should not experience another 2 hours of me trying to get one jump down.
Oh, Rale! Did you see the splat page Crispy helped make for my streams?
I have not seen it yet. I don't think so.
Okay, I'm sending it to you.
Oh wait, the Star Wars one? Yes, I saw that. That was beautiful.
It's like you're hiding bombs in your skirt.
Oh wait, are there bombs in the skirt? I didn't see that part.
Well, Crispy wanted to give you
Oh
size
yeah,
Fs.
I remember. Okay, I remember that part now. Yeah, that's glorious.
Yay. Grapple beam. Grapple beam is best beam.
Grapple beam is very fun. Save first.
Oh god, that's one of the really nasty puzzles. I forget which hack it's in. But there's a part in Super Metroid where when you're fighting, I think it's Dragoon or it's Batoon. It might be Batoon. No, it's Dragon. Is that as you're fighting Dragon, he can grab onto you, or I think Dragon might be a she. I can't remember. Grabs onto you and is going to slam you into walls. And if you've broken one of the panels on the left side, it's sparking electricity. And while he's grabbed onto you, if you can shoot your grapple beam into it, it'll start electrocuting you and him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you have enough hit points, you can survive and it'll kill him.
Yeah, I love boss skips like that, like the one I did with Kraid earlier.
So in this one, hack of Super Metroid, one of the challenges was you had to do a grapple beam puzzle where you had to, jump correctly through certain areas using the grapple beam, and you couldn't land because it was all like death spikes everywhere, like instant death spikes. But you also had to do it quickly enough because all the grapple spots had that electricity effect. So you were having to go through it while being injured.
Oof.
It's like, okay, you challenge people are very silly.
Oh yeah, the shine sport. Like, yeah, there are things. That's one of those things I always worry about. Is like if I talk about the Metroid hack games, I'm like, I know all these things about them. Okay, can you do that trick? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Like, I'm aware of the lore, but I do not have the skill set.
Monster looked like one of the finger monsters from Ed's,
Oh shit, another one of these guys.
Wait, from what, Andy?
Ed's Odyssey. You're playing that little green alien with his mouth sewn shut.
Yeah, Abe's on.
Abe. I said Abe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you said Abe. You said it right. Abe's Odyssey is dope.
I said Ed. I know I said Ed.
I did hear Ed.
Or did I mean to say Abe, but my brain said Abe?
Actually, I think you said Aid Odyssey. Or
Ow.
AIDS Odyssey, which would be far less fortunate.
Oh shit. Okay, I just up and died. Like that.
Yep.
Oddworld is the
Now,
kind of
watching
series that I love to watch the cutscenes for, but will not actually play myself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, watching speedrunners like Oats and Goats and Shy Guy Express and such, like, it's a weird way of, initially it ruins your childhood, and then you start to enjoy it. The speedruns for Metroid Fusion are kind of funny to watch because the particle effects and weapons in Metroid Fusion have way bigger explosions. So Samus just looks like she's going full Doom Guy on the space station.
Rip and
Well, I mean,
tear
if you
until it
never-
is all Metroid.
If she didn't have all of her powers taken from her at the beginning of every game, she probably would be Doom Guy in every game.
Yeah. You know, okay, that's one of those interesting crossover games that could really work even though they don't take place in the same universe, just because the characters would work well together, is have a game where you have a team that's like Doom Guy, Samus, and Master Chief.
I was gonna say,
It would be a whole bunch of strong silent types.
I was gonna say that, oh yeah, Samus hates aliens. Like, no, she specifically hates pirates. Or I don't even know if she hates it. She goes against pirates, not aliens.
Yeah, and from what I can tell, she doesn't hate anything. She's just professionally violent.
I think she definitely does hates Ridley.
She hates Ridley because he killed her parents.
For you, it was the most important day in your life, but for me, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, that's basically their relationship. Because she also has to deal with the unfortunate irony of she's fought Ridley a few times, but actually most of the Ridleys encountered throughout the games are various kinds of clones of Ridley. So there would be that, existential question of, is he really the one that killed my family?
Well, the funny thing was, like, he fought, Kraid, and I'm like, why is he here anyway? Like...
Well, Kraid, from what I understand, was actually something built by the Chozo, or at least this would imply that.
Well, I looked at the wiki, and he was like... He's like one of the higher echelons of the pirate group, and maybe like Ridley's like second in command, but he's very like
oh,
he's like
okay.
a brutish type, not a thinker type.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, it hit me. The simple answer is that the guy we're fucking with is a geneticist. He's probably using anything he can get his hands on as a weapon.
Yeah.
So if one needs an answer, then okay. You know what? The simple answer is everyone Samus fights somehow has a PhD in genetic manipulation. So
I just remembered I had the fucking air dodge.
you silly Billy.
If Kraid has a PhD in anything, I think it would be ass whooping. I thought, like the wiki said that he's, not a very intelligent one. He just
Yeah, no, it'd
violent,
be
strong.
it'd be Ridley and Mother Brain that would have the aforementioned PhD. And then later, the Federation on their little cloning ship, and then this guy with his stuff, and Metroid Other M because the Federation had to clone Mother Brain, even if that game was an atrocity.
At this point in like the universe and the galaxy, like genetic manipulation is like as common as like plumbing or electricians.
Well, even Samus is by definition a genetically modified super soldier.
Just the irony that I forgot I had the air dodge and was having trouble with him, and the second I remembered I have the air dodge, I immediately style on it.
Yes.
Oh crap, bugs. Little bastards.
Yes, Brewster, that's like one of the big things that you learn in game design is aesthetic is often the route to making things feel big. This background, for example, as you were pointing out. Something Squick pointed out to me is how punishingly small Bioshock actually is. But it feels big because Rapture feels big. And now that's making me want to continue that Minecraft run where I was trying to build Rapture in Minecraft.
That sounds like absolute torture.
I cleared out an underground system and started building the city, and then I was going to flood it with water.
Oh my.
Thankfully, nothing hard today at work, but I have to start working on final project with my students, so he may be in panic attack mode, I don't know. And then keep working on the song that my partner and I have been working on.
There we go.
Rale has skills.
Oh no, the grapple hook, like multi-grapple hooking in this game is not intuitive at all, in my opinion.
Yes.
So those are actually a little bit of a pain in the ass to do. Which is why I usually wait until I have the multi-jumps to do them.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining what? Sorry, I have to see. I'm imagining Donkey Kong and Samus's armor.
You know, it's funny you should say that. There's a character in one of the D&D games I ran that ended up basically being that. One of the players in my setting made a gorilla folk warrior that was using like ancient power armor from a race of like cyber druids.
Cyber druids?
So the idea was a world that had been fully cybernetically enhanced with like nanotech. And so like even the jungles, the trees, the animals.
Look, there he is. He's still frozen.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're locked down, so they're not chasing me at the moment.
But yeah, so the whole world had been like made cybernetic, but a lot of the creatures on the planet were still, you know, primitive, and the culture on the planet was still primitive. And so you basically just ended up with a druidic culture that would accidentally tech priest from time to time. And so the aforementioned gorilla folk warrior ended up in their fancy power armor.
Uploading data. Samus, you are approaching the surface. This area, gathering, appears to be an underground forest. The enemy have been deactivated, but Raven Beat still desires the Metroid DNA within you. I have reviewed the video log of your encounter after your arrival.
So here's the thing. Note that Adam, at the beginning of the game, as I stated, only calls Samus as Lady. And the Adam here called her Samus.
Yep.
You are no match for him then. You are no match for him now. It is true that you have recovered many of your combat abilities. However, my analysis suggests that you would
What if it's
be
not her
worthy
Adam? What if
adversary
it's like
for
a
him,
fake
not
Adam
even
that they're
in full
using to
power.
like get her to do shit?
One thing's
Well, and then notice the choice of a word such as "you would not be a worthy adversary." That's not something Adam would say.
Yeah. And
Adam-
like Baconwrath pointed up, Adam always gassing up Ravenbeak.
Yeah. So yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, quit pretending to be my dead boyfriend. I am traumatized. I am traumatized enough right now.
Oof. But accurate.
Adam always gassing up Ravenbeak. Hey, Ramshackle.
Finger crab.
Neat.
What do they call the those ceiling things that had the tentacle that would bring you up to the mouth in Half-Life?
Oh god, I don't know.
That's been a while. Oh, okay. There's player number 4 in the thing. So, Samus, Master Chief, Doom Guy, and Gordon Freeman as a party.
I feel like Gordon Freeman's a little bit out on that one.
Oh, he definitely has to be the stealthy one of the group because the other 3 could just wreck everything around him.
I would almost want to include Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Yeah, Isaac from Dead Space would be better than Gordon Freeman.
He's not angry. He's just like so scared that he has to kill everything. And, well, either that or he's just tired of it. Like, I fought these things so long that I'm not scared of them anymore. I just hate them.
Or what about the guy from oh, what is it? The Gears of War. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, Marcus.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm more thinking of is characters that get caught in very alien situations and basically have to turn into the hunted becomes the hunter.
Fair.
Also because of the general stoicism of the characters, but then again I thought about it and I'm like, no, Doom Guy's not stoic, you just don't hear him talk. You seethe silently. Until it becomes seething loudly.
Till the boss music kicks on, and then all the enemies realize the boss music is his music.
No, Baconwrath, do not bring up Half-Life Full Life. Do not bring up Half-Life Full Life consequences. I know the old tongue. And the pants were dead. That's from the era of things like My Immortal and other such fanfictions of some fame.
Did Half-Life have anything to do with radiation?
Like, extra-dimensional Lovecraft radiation.
So
because there's the whole, like...
radiation.
Because there's the whole resonance cascade thing.
It's called Half-Life.
That's a good question. It's been so long since I played Half-Life that I can't remember.
Oh boy, this part. I remember where we're at now. Ominous!
Okay, so according to the devs, they chose it for the science fiction feel. And the name did not necessarily have to do with the specific story. However, fans have read into it that Half-Life might actually refer to the mentality of characters like the G-Man, who is only kind of, quote, half alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for those statues to come to life.
Time. Samus. Is it really that time again?
Time to pay your interdimensional taxes, Samus.
Fun fact for you, Rale. Commander Keen is the grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz, aka the Wolfenstein guy, and the grandfather to the Doom Marine who then became the Doomslayer or Doom guy. Is that... Wait, is that like something that...
Yeah, that's legit. I already knew about that.
Oh, it's like shared developers or something?
Yeah.
Neat. I played Commander Keen a lot as a kid. That was a fun game. Except for the fucking fish. I hated the fucking fish.
Yeah. So now we unlocked the X are in here, and while more durable and if you don't absorb them they'll respawn the enemy, you also can grab their goop and it refills a whole bunch of stuff. They're generally a more efficient healing item than the normal stuff, in exchange for being a little bit more of a pain to kill, and not immediately flying to you the way all the healing rockets do.
Yeah, the healing tries to escape from you. Samus is into goop. No. Oh no. Samus, like, running goop the way Gwyneth Paltrow does.
Yeah.
What?
Goop is a, quote, wellness company run by Gwyneth Paltrow, the lady who played, God, what's her name? Pepper in, Iron Man?
Oh, yeah?
But it's like, it's a lot of the very weird, boutique, holistic medicine type stuff.
Oh, that stuff that drives a whacker insane.
Yeah. I mean, this would drive even you and I insane once you see what some of it is.
Plasma beam acquired!
It's coagulated spider poop.
Okay, yeah, some of it basically is shit like that.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, like, we're weird about stuff like that, but we've been doing stuff like that for all of history. Like, strawberry flavoring for the longest time was beaver butthole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was vanilla.
I think vanilla was something else.
The point is we do use a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, taste is weird, and... like, there's whole cultures that still eat, like, ants and stuff pretty regularly. No, you wouldn't think. Oh, wait, yeah, this...
Video that was talking about that. Like, what do ants taste like? So they don't have a taste, but they have protein. And they're clean.
So now we got the plasma beam, which means now we can destroy robots without having to do counters or use missiles. Also, just generally does more damage.
Produce their own antiseptic?
I don't know on that. I know honey from bees is an natural antiseptic.
Because insects that have to live in colonies, like, they pretty much have to be clean because, you know, they're living near each other.
Yeah. Oh, rude. Also, my shots now go through enemies, so, like, the large fluttering clouds of bastards are real easy to kill now.
So I went to look up some of the weird products Goop has, and I realized I can't read these on stream.
Oh no. Little bastard. There we go. Boss room! What are we fighting this time? Oh! Oh, we're fighting the... Oh. Oh no.
Okay, yeah, the old chorizo.
I'm in danger!
These are the Chozo mechas. Actually, incidentally, the first real boss you fight, because obviously you fight Ridley at the beginning of Super Metroid, but that's, you know, a faux fight. The first real boss you fight is one of these, and you get the bombs from him in Super Metroid.
Yep. But it's not one of those, by the way.
Or is this an actual Chozo?
Nope. We'll see in a moment.
Yeah, because the ones in Super Metroid are mechs.
Here you go.
Oh, that's an X. Okay. That's an X pretending to be a chorizo. Bacon Rat says, better living through chemistry.
Indeed.
I mean, possibly. Depends on whose chemicals. Monster go raw.
Monster go raw. Oh, that's some Dark Souls shit up in here.
Metroid is the Dark Souls of Nintendo.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Well, again, given that Dark Souls was heavily based on the Metrovania style, just 3D.
I love how she kills this. Just yeah, bop in the face.
Get in my belly.
He exploded.
Indeed, he did. Okay, before
Confessions of. Sorry, you first, Rale.
Oh, I'm just gonna try and get this.
Oh, I see. Confessions of a Ladder Maker says, better living through making genetic weapons that can destroy whole species. Wait, now it's attacking us.
Our invention turned against us and now is becoming an existential threat. Whoa, as if only there were hundreds of stories written about this very thing happening. Oh, hubris.
Oh, my hubris.
Said the developers of My Little Pony.
I gotta remember to find that game where the guy, like, kidnaps people and, like, through surgery turns them into ponies. And they, like, attack you and stuff because they're probably insane from the pain.
1 second, I'm getting a phone call.
Insane in the membrane.
What bombs are those?
What, the little bombs that Samus uses? Or?
Yeah, the little puff, like, it's like, eh.
That's just the normal bombs.
I return, my sexies.
Welcome back. Okay, can't get that yet. Noted. The never-ending joy of Metroid bomb mazes.
Yes, Ramshackle, let's not bring up that.
Oh, Digiman revealing himself outing himself by going into the deep lore on My Little Pony.
Digi is one of us.
Well, not one of me, but yeah. Yeah. Oop. I don't want to deal with you. Okay, now I think we leave.
Yep. If you ever watch Bronies the Anthology number 6, which basically AMV hell for Bronies, number 6 starts off with this whole parody of 28 Days Later, but it's about the spread of the Brony fandom.
Oh, can't go that way.
Digiman says, "Bitch, my avatar is of goddamn Discord as the Discord logo. I know what I'm about." See, my
Do you know
current
how
avatar...
often I forget people's avatars?
That's fair. Well, and then there's some of us who change them all the time, like Diggs and Whacker and I and Crispy.
I mean, Diggs is at least pretty consistently themed. Like
the bear.
Yeah, it's just
mine's you. Yeah.
People have made so many Diggs avatars for him that he doesn't really need to.
The only time I'm ever not a pony in mine is whenever we all turn into Sunny D for about 30 minutes. So for the audience, there's a member of the Legion named Sunny who... He's a very silly fellow, and on every now and then there's an occasion where we all suddenly change our avatars to Sunnies and all charge into a room and start talking like him.
People have done that in the Aux too.
Yeah, the hankening.
Yeah.
So
didn't you guys get in trouble for how far the hankening went?
No, the mods were like, wait, what's going on? Is this a bot? And then realized, no, it's just the plebes being stupid. Okay, be less silly about this in the future. And then another member of the Aux like thought that they were in really big trouble because of it and said like, we can never do that again.
Okay.
And then a bunch of people assumed, oh, we're in trouble. And it's just the mods being like, no, please don't provoke Discord into thinking we've been bot invaded.
Fair.
There was that time that a lot of us were Robotnik for about a week. For some variant of it.
There was the time where...
DST.
There was the time where, in the dojo, we started changing everyone's name to 18 bronze this and 18 bronze that.
Oh, yeah.
And so there was like 20 or 30 people in the Aux named 18 bronze Storm Songs or 18 bronze Admirals or...
There's at least one person in the Aux who is their current profile image is almost the exact. In fact, I think it might be the exact same shot of. Oh God, my brain keeps.
Shit.
What is his name? Alistair from Has Been Hotel. That I originally had as my profile image when I first joined the Aux, before the chicken became a thing. Yeah, so all the robots are back online now. I'm in danger.
I think Nintendo could like sell Gummy X, like a box full of like different colored and flavored like gummy globules.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, they look like fruit candies to me, to be honest.
For some reason, my brain was about to be like, I just don't know if that's in Disney's normal repertoire of business, but actually they have made food-based products before. But then that caused me to remember, like, you know those old toys you can get from turning in enough, like, little cardboard things from your cereal boxes? And they had a Star Fox Game Watch that I never got one of. And as an adult, I know it probably wasn't actually good, but as a kid, I was so angry I never got one, and so, like, I want one now.
My favorite...
I want the Star Fox Game Watch.
You know, you might be able to find one on eBay or something.
My favorite spoon as a child was the Star Wars lightsaber color-changing spoons.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad at least one person recognized this. We've got to talk to Adam again.
No,
I
I
got one of those baking soda submarines from a cereal box. And I got about as much entertainment out of it as like I was probably supposed
They
to.
have now scattered across the planet. This is no doubt the
I do remember color-changing spoons.
These bullets are
Yeah, but specifically the Star Wars lightsaber color-changing spoons.
Parasites can even absorb them. Regardless, the X are here. They are overrunning the.
That's also how I learned ants could get into cereal. Because I left a box of the Star Wars, like, cereal. It was specifically Star Wars brand cereal. I left it opened and ants swarmed it.
Yep. Lackey Explorer, I do believe he's alright. I was talking with him last night.
Do you want ants?
Your peaches have not killed him.
Oh, he's big boned now, isn't he?
Oh wait, did you just release all the X?
Yes, we released the X onto the rest of the planet.
Why?
Huh?
Why would you do that?
Pants! 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 Uh-oh. Please don't come this way. Go the other direction. I don't want to... He's gonna see me. There's no way he's not. I nailed it! Let me out, let me out, let me out! Escape has been made. Aha! Save map room. Ugh.
Hack community, now I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, what did they do this time?
So, like, every time another Metroid game comes out, somebody will do a remake of it in Super Metroid.
Oh, yeah.
But there is no Super Dread Troid yet.
There is, like, a Game Boy Color hack. Like, it showed up on Twitch.
Ooh.
Whenever I was entering the tags, it was like the Metroid Dread, I think, GBC. You saw nothing, you saw nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, they used Fusion. That actually makes sense.
Okay. I'm in danger. This is going to suck. Go the other way. Do not come this way. Do not come this way. Do not come this way. I said, don't come this way.
I keep hearing someone say, "Don't come this way." Where is he?
Would you
Basara
kindly
says-
fuck off? Fuck, it's on me.
Did you self-destruct?
No, it killed me.
Ow.
This one does damage.
Basara says, my mom and my grandmother before her won't throw anything away, which is why we have towels that came as freebies in 1970s detergent, and plastic coffee cups and glasses that margarine was sold in during that decade as well.
Yeah.
Van Zandt hissin' peaches ain't no joke.
I remember, like, we had jars of jelly from, like, it was specific, like, some kind of weird line of Disney jars of jelly for some reason my grandpa was collecting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he wasn't collecting them for the whole it's Disney. I was like, I'm pretty sure it just keeps because like these are convenient to have.
Yeah, I mean,
He was a bit of a trash goblin. I mean, not a trash goblin, but a hoarder.
In my experience, anybody who lived through the Depression or shortly after it,
Yes.
is quote-unquote a hoarder. It is definitely where the hoarder mentality evolved from, even if it's not, they weren't actually hoarders, but they tended to keep anything that they thought they could reuse, because that is just the way it was.
survival.
Yeah, money was hard to come by, so you
I mean,
did your best to make
there's
everything go maximum distance.
there's kind of something I'm sure everybody does is you keep your plastic bags to kind of use as miniature trash bags.
No, yeah, we do
Yeah, I
do
do
that
that.
in this family.
To be fair, it's honestly just more convenient most of the time. There's a lot of trash cans that are that size, and I don't think I've ever seen, like, viable trash bags that size. At least not on a general grocery store trip.
Teeny tiny trash bags you can.
Fox says apparently you can, I've just never seen them.
So, I had a realization the other day about the secret brilliance of Smash Brothers.
Okay, lay it on me.
So, obviously, it's a fun and popular game just in and of itself. Like, it's well designed, it does its thing. Especially as, like, a party fighting game and not a competitive fighting game. I mean, some people do it competitively, I know, but it's more built for, like, party rather than balance.
Yes.
And so, one of the things I realized, though, is it actually kind of functions as a means by which to keep even forgotten IPs alive. So that Nintendo can maybe actually build hype to remake a game later.
Yes.
Or to keep something alive, because, like, for a while, it was probably the only thing keeping Star Fox and Metroid alive.
Yeah.
In the wake of the success of, say, like, Zelda and Mario.
It also helps that the Sakurai, the creator, is probably... He's definitely in the running, if not, is definitely one of the most respected people in all of video game. Like, the man convinced Square Enix to put the fucking Sephiroth and them in. Oh, that was the jump. Okay. I can double jump now, yay! Like, in fact, like, Kirby Air Riders, when it was announced, the general consensus, like, everybody was like, oh god, it's gonna be terrible, until it dropped that Sakurai was involved with it, and then everybody was like, nope, this is gonna be hype, let's fucking go!
I've thought of the perfect present. Shall I give you despair?
Yeah.
There's also a funny old meme where it shows Sephiroth holding a pear and it says, shall I give you despair?
And as Hidden Boss pointed out, case in point, the big reason that Fire Emblem got into the West was because Marth and Roy were popular in Smash Brothers. And
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We can double jump now, and life's convenient. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, your mom.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hey.
Okay, that's a cool effect, having him in the far foreground.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched some of MST play through this, but I don't think I ever saw the completion of the game. I did see the ending, but I didn't see, like, the whole playthrough.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I will only say one thing about the ending, so I do not spoil anything. I wish she kept that one suit. But I'm wrong in the head like that.
Yeah, no, I want the next Metroid game to involve the final ability you get as Samus in this one. Or that Samus gets. I don't know if we ever actually get to use it of our own will, but I want it to be a thing that we can do in following Metroid games.
Yeah.
You'll see, chat, don't worry. We're gonna be fighting a lot of these guys. These guys are basically the mini boss that shows up pretty regularly now.
Mm. It's also interesting because Smash Brothers functions as basically a repertoire, simple sort of primer and repertoire for Nintendo history. Because they're like, the fuck is Ice Climbers? And then you go look it up.
I mean, that's why Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is so good, is because it has actual, like, the lists of who this person is through the little spirits and such.
Yes.
Oh no! Fuck! Fuck!
Mushroom platform.
Oh, that's right. I need to get back to playing that.
What?
I was playing through Wukong Black Myth, but then the Helldivers bug bit me. And then Helldivers started to calm down, and then Big Mike went and bought me Conquest of Elysium, and that bug bit me. And so I was like, I need to get back to playing Wukong.
Yeah.
For it is kind of a neat game.
There we go. Should be a lot less of me fucking up jumps now. Oh god, it froze me. No. And by the way, if that doesn't tip you off of what I'm gonna get when I kill that thing finally, nothing will.
Yes.
No! Fuck, I fucked up. Into the hole. Speaking of getting ready to kill this thing. Oh. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm dead.
See, Hidden Boss, I feel like the horror hits really well in this game because I like the brand of horror that this game has. It doesn't really jump scare you so much as trigger that anxiety from knowing you can't beat the thing, and then you also get that feeling of overcoming it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where are you coming? Oh shit, it's coming from behind me.
It's also worth noting that Metroid is not survival horror. Horror is more of an aesthetic element. Metroid is in fact meant to be about surviving long enough to return to badassdom, to then badass all over everyone's style.
Yeah. Please break. Thank you. Oh, he's gonna come up from below. That's okay though. We can deal with that. Okay. He came up over that ledge fast. See, Hidden Boss, it depends on the specific robot, because some of them you have to go through their area a lot before, or you're eventually able to wind your way through the thing. At this point in the game, I feel like you start getting them faster because this is actually, like, starting near the end of the game. I think I've only got, like, 3 bosses left. Like, 3 actual bosses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. The suspense only lasts so long, and eventually it would just get tedious if they made it last out. So I feel like this game hits that right point of, okay, you know what the suspense was, you know how to kill them now, it's just a matter of getting to it, and, like, drawing it out is just going to become annoying rather than getting that effect at this point in the game.
And part of it is also what kind of fantasy are you trying to sell, because Metroid isn't about being helpless, it's about being a badass that, a badass that has to deal with a shit situation.
Yeah, it's about overcoming it.
You should feel like Arnold from, fuck is it called? Predator.
Fair. Oh, yay, this power. This power is one of the best ones. I love this power.
Is it powerful?
It is one of the single most useful power for figuring out where all the stuff is.
Thank you, little Willie. I'm now imagining Predator, but with Hey Arnold as our survivor.
Pulse Radar combined with the map telling you where on the map the stuff is. I gotta remember which button it is. It's this one. So what the Pulse Radar does is it shows you what blocks you can do stuff to.
Oh.
Yeah.
So sort of the equivalent of the X-ray vision from Super.
Yep. So now we can hold it and pop it, and now we can see, oh ho, there's a block up here.
Missile capacitor.
Yeah, Blue gets across the point I was trying to get across. Like, once you know what you're doing, like, they need to move on from the threat from before because it's not really a threat anymore. A threat from before is a threat no more. Yeah, as Storm Storm pointed out, it is also very dependent on the kind of horror you're going for. Metroid is the kind of horror that I enjoy.
Now, that said, I personally wouldn't mind a more horrifying Metroid, but I'm also not necessarily in the majority on that.
I feel like it would be better to make a new game in the style of Metroid that hits the horror you want, Storm, rather than forcing Metroid to be it.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. I think the author's intent is prime here. But no, like a game that I really dig two games I really dig that people should check out if they get the chance. Axiom Verge, which is a very worthy squire to the Metroid franchise. And I don't know if I'd call it more horror, but it's way more, like, cerebral and bizarre.
Also...
And then...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, finish your point.
And then Blasphemous, which is kind of the equivalent for Castlevania, which is, like... Spanish Inquisition the game.
So, Hidden Boss, as for them doing it way too soon, you gotta remember, this is a short game. I 100%ed this game in less than 10 hours. Now, mind you, I also know at least somewhat what I'm doing. But in general, Metroids are not long games. A lot of their value comes from replay value, which they do have. It's a fun game to go through and kick its ass as quickly as you can. I mean, even for me, who's someone who's not a speedrunner, it's a fun game just to go once in a while. I like to just go play through it and kick its ass. For certain values of kick its ass, obviously. Oh wait, I think I remember this one. Yeah, it's okay. I can't do this one yet.
That's fair. Let's see. Bacon Rat says, everyone thought Blaster Master Zero was too easy, but I thought it was just right. I don't even know Blaster Master Zero.
All I can think of is Math Blaster, honestly.
Oh god, you just gave me a... I don't know if nostalgia's the right word. Like, I was young, but I was old enough to realize, like, you're trying to disguise school as a video game. Stop it.
I mean, you say that, but then there's like a Math Adventure.
Yeah.
No, she is like, a lot like you. She's gonna learn about what math can do. Come on along.
Well, yeah, no, like, they worked. They definitely helped me when I was a kid, but, like, I was subtly aware that my parents were having me play this instead of, say, like, Mario or Street Fighter or something like that, because it would help me with math, and I'm like, I don't want math, I want Street Fighter.
Yeah, but some of them are all just also good games.
Some of them,
which
yeah.
is always the, like a lot of the Rita Rabbit games are good.
Yeah, Rita Rabbit, Number Cruncher.
Yeah. Like, those games are a lost art, I feel.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking run away from me.
Treasure Cove, that was another one. That one was actually, kind of fun.
No. That's a frozen door, can't go that way yet. Oh! He shoots lightning balls.
UNC Samurai says, but I'm trying to count the number of 100-hand slap. That's math. Cutting to E Honda, now count the slaps with me. 1 slap, 2 slap.
My knowledge of Street Fighter is limited. I'm a big fan of the, oh god. It's the one where it's, not Chun-Li.
Cammy?
Yeah, Cammy, just kicking everybody. And then she gets to, what's his name? The big Russian guy, whose name I can't remember.
Zangief.
Yeah, she gets to Zangief, and is like, your wiles will not work on me, for I am homosexual. And then an alt-color Zangief shows up, and is like, I have slain the leg witch, husband.
I remember that.
It's such a good animation. Uh-oh.
Well, wasn't that Dorkly, or was that someone else?
I don't know.
Also, Andy, are you alive?
Yes, but I'm also old,
Oh, okay.
and I think I sometimes do kind of doze.
It's okay. I still love you.
This thing is hunting me. Go
Ramshackle,
away.
what mistake is this?
I put ketchup on my peanut butter jelly sandwich. No.
Okay.
Joke's on you. Ketchup is just tomato jelly.
Well, there's more vinegar involved, but yes.
Escape! Are you kidding me? You see nothing? You see nothing? Nope. Nope, there you go.
And the Metroids were resurrected. Oh, Ramshackle. No, get that thing cleaned.
Yeah, you need to clean and disinfect. Wait, where's the... Oh, there's the exit. Ah! Well, at least now I know what I'm after.
No. You exploded again.
Yeah. Okay, now where is this little bastard? There. Come on, circle around. Shit.
I'm giving me a big heckin' sad because,
There's a big concert coming to my hometown here, and if I want to go, the tickets are $100, and it's like, yeah.
I know a man. Fox was flipping shit because Ado, who did a lot of the music for fuck me. Is doing actual concerts in the U.S. and she's wanting to go to those.
Yeah, the concert in question is Judas Priest and Alice Cooper, and it's like, I've seen Judas Priest live once before. I want to see Alice Cooper before he passes from this world because, well, he's Alice Cooper. 'Cause your lips are venomous poison running through my veins.
Let me out of the fucking water.
Now, what games did you say, or movies did she do sound
Sorry,
for?
One Piece. She did the movie music for One Piece Red, the newest One Piece movie. Like all of the music, and if you've heard the soundtrack from that, it's really good.
I have not yet, but I shall at some.
All right. Ow, ow. Ugh. My spine.
Oh.
You little bastard.
okay, good, I haven't missed that.
Haven't missed what?
Oh, the final arc of Demon Slayer is going to be in theaters, and I want to see it on IMAX.
Fair.
Demon Slayer is a heckin' good anime.
Is the whole final arc gonna be like one big movie?
Yeah,
Or-
the Infinity Castle.
Oh, Infinity Castle isn't the final arc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Infinity Castle
Okay.
could be one big movie, yes. But yeah,
I'm
no, the
simultaneous. You first.
like the final, like that's why I was like, wait, they're doing Infinity Castle and the arc after it. Infinity Castle is the second to last arc. I can tell you that much.
Okay, cool. I was both simultaneously sad and happy to hear that, because I'm like, oh, I hope they don't overextend the series, but also like, oh.
No, they've been pretty good
I
about
want
making
more.
each arc being one season, which is entirely valid.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm no one to complain, though. I'm somebody who watched Supernatural all the way through.
oh god. One sec. They started
There's a-
mowing the lawn outside.
Gmod Idiot Box was one of my favorite things on YouTube for a good long time.
Fuck, it saw me. Thank
What it
God.
should have seen is these prices!
Fuck you two, game. Rude.
I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it here, guys.
It's okay, Andy. You do as you need to do.
Yeah, go get some sleepies.
But get that Zerg fellow and teach him not to pollute the universe or something.
Kick his ass.
Whole turkey.
When a Chozo dies, could you say that they quit life cold turkey?
Storm. How dare you steal my shtick?
I have walked into your house and I have shat on your desk.
Come into my house. You shit on my desk. Ow, fuck. We'll check. Yes, this is the way we want to go. Meep, and out the door. Whoop, whoop. You obeyed an error, good sir. Plasma beam's a hard counter for them, luckily.
Much excellence.
I think this might be fourth part. Yeah, more energy. Health bar increase.
Ramshackle, if that's real, I am going to be fucking livid.
I don't believe... I'm pretty sure that's not the twist at the end of Attack on Titan.
Okay, because he must be aware that I really like Star Trek Enterprise, but also that that ending was bullshit.
Okay, maybe for the movie, but yeah, I know that's not the ending of the actual series.
God. I'm having one of those moments where it's like, I still think of Attack on Titan as a new anime.
This is arguably the boss fight I have the hardest time with. Shown by I'm about to die. The giant comedy-sized can of Raid. Oh no, free beans.
This is excellent. If you don't mind saying, what was your job again, Mr. Ramshackle? For now I am curious. Hospital janitor. Oh, so it was like a luncheon thing, or...? Hey there, German. Bacon Wrath is also a hospital employee. Yeah, we have a couple of those in the Legion. Oh, no, that's nice.
Nope, there I go. Yeah, no, I respect hospital employees. I could not.
It would be difficult. It's not even the gore that would bother me, though. I mean, that would take getting used to, but just my sense of smell is
Yeah.
my weakness. Freeze pops are yummy. That is one thing I liked about working at Best Buy, was at least at the Best Buy I was at, our boss was on the level with us about stuff, so he's like, unfortunately, the corporate isn't allowing me to do too much more on raises this year than what you guys have seen. And of course, they are offering the stupid pizza party. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say that anybody who wants to bring in food can. And we're doing a barbecue. And I was like, cool, Best Buy barbecue is best. Until later I tasted Texas barbecue.
God
because...
damn it, I got it to the next phase and promptly killed myself. Okay.
You Silverus Billy.
Yeah, no, that's always the thing with my work, at least. It's not like, oh, corporate says you get a pizza party in place of a thing. It was, we had a social committee, and there was one lady who's in charge of the social committee, and she was actually my previous direct supervisor, and she's a wonderful lady who deserves all the praise. She does way more. She's, like, comes in way earlier than anybody else. Like, she works a 10-hour shift 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Like, the only person who comes in earlier than her is me, and that's because I leave way earlier than she does.
Yep. Yeah, at the time, the CEO of Best Buy was Hubert Joly, some, like, French dude. And everyone at our Best Buy was somebody who was, like, either working on their master's degree or couldn't find work as a teacher or in, like, labs or something. And so we jokingly refer to it as Hubert Joly's home for wayward smart people.
There we go. This part's easy, it's just kill the core, and it keeps dropping the smaller X that I can use to refill my health and shit. There we go, boss beat. Come here. You're coming home with me. Storm missile acquired.
Yay! I'm in a missile now.
Yeah, yes. It's a multi-target.
I will hug everything you shoot me at.
Many hugs.
Yes.
Make sure I know where I'm going. Yes, okay. No babies. Yeah. I am very much in the line of different jobs require different sorts of people, and like anybody who does the hard jobs deserves all the praise. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I think that working in a hospital would be super hard, and I am currently applying for a job working with making sure medical funding for people with HIV. Like, that's the job I actually want right now. Which, good news, I got to second phase. Alright. I don't think I need to go that way. I'm not sure. Power beam door. Item sphere. I swear I'm supposed to loop back someplace different. So we're gonna go back and check out some previous areas of the map.
So, I was just reminded of a piece of music that Squick and I was aware of, and Squick remembered it and shared it with Parallax last night, much to Parallax's great chagrin. So I'm posting the link to this for you all in the audience. Enjoy. That is John Stump's Fairies, Air and Death Waltz. It's one of those things where you look at the sheet music and you can tell somebody hated their boss.
Oh, lovely. Maybe I'm supposed to go up?
That's good.
Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to go up and cut back over this direction. Okay.
Tired German knows what we're talking about.
You know what? Screw it, we're just gonna walk past. Yee! Yeah, this is where I was supposed to be next. Okay.
So, I finally managed to pull one over on Techie.
Oh?
He's building his Tarkov top game, which is to say Tarkov is a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
And I went and built a support character. One second, getting a phone call.
Okay, that's a... need the screw. Give me some more missiles. Ah, there it is. That's where I'm going. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Oh! Oh, shit.
I return. But yeah, no, he was expecting people to make, like, a sniper or infantryman or such, and I was like, medic. I want to play the medic. So yeah, in a Tarkov-based tabletop RPG, playing the one character that needs to be escorted, I made the escort quest as my character.
Fudge. Oh, oh.
No, I just assumed they gave her weird bird bones. The thought amuses me more. No!
I don't know, tired German. Storm, Google the morph ball. Explain to us how she does that.
Yeah, let's see. I don't actually know what the canon answer on that one is, so let's see.
Yeah, I done goofed. Okay, one down. Oh, I decided to get ballsy and it fucked me.
Okay, so the answer is only the Chozo know what happens inside the Morph Ball. The Federation attempted to replicate it to disastrous and gruesome results. So that is the canon answer. Although I do like this fan theory that she just turns into a tiny Samus and is running around in like a hamster ball.
Thank you, come again. Realize doing that accent is actually probably not kosher for Twitch. My brain just jumps to it. I've worked at the gas stations many times. Up until I escaped retail, that was my primary career. Okay. That's those little bastards beat. And now I definitely know I'm going the right direction because it threw a mini-boss at me.
Wunderbar! Oh, wow. They suddenly started talking about spicy food.
I mean... Look, man, for those of you in chat who don't know, I am so white when I'm around other people can't dance.
Whereas, yeah, where I live, I inevitably ended up eating at a lot of friends' houses as a kid, just because, you know, you get invited over for dinner, and a lot of traditional Mexican cooking with a lot of very enthusiastic mothers who were like, oh yeah, we could add a little more chili, we could add a little more jalapeno.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm able to handle Mexican spicy. Indian spicy starts to test my limits. Well, not starts you. I have found my limits in Indian spicy.
Yeah.
And then there's people like Mad Ducks.
Or Fox.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, oh, this is really spicy. It's like, this Fox is like, oh, that's a nice little bit of spice. Also, I have the unlimited jumps now. Shit is about to get wacky. Look at me go.
Yay!
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Weep.
Bounce with me, just bounce with me, just bounce with me, just bounce with me. Here come the man in black. Yep. Now that said, I used to hate stuff like wasabi, which, in truth, the wasabi we get here is basically just colored horseradish, but
Yeah.
then I learned to like horseradish, and it was like, I like this. What's wrong with me?
I mean, I would hope the horse would like horseradish.
Yay!
Oh god, that just reminded me of so I'm assuming everybody's different did this as a teenager at some point, of the ending every sentence with something, and in my particular case, our school's big thing was ending your sentence with "as a radish."
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything like that? So, Fox in the background like, oh god, I remember that. No.
I think there was a brief period where anything that was like semi-important would end with us saying, "Thus say the Lord," and that was because that movie Prince of Egypt had just come out. But that was a very brief period, and the majority of I think the big thing was just way too many people quoting Tom Green. What was that movie? Freddy Got Fingered came out around that time, and people started.
Oh no.
And I'm not going to describe that movie further because well, I'm sure most of us have seen it. I'm not sure what Twitch's limits on that kind of thing are.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie became ever so quotable at the time. And you have to remember, I went to a private school, so it was like, ooh, it's naughty language. We're gonna get away with stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
That's like with the Azaradish thing, it was one of those things of being in quote unquote in the know. So it's
Yeah.
it's like the whole don't wear white past Labor Day thing.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing over there. Okay. So how this current jump that I have works is I can jump unlimitedly, but if I'm underwater, I can't gain height.
Yeah. We did have an in-joke kind of thing, though. It wasn't a sentence ender or whatever, but kind of in the same way Tex has "be a good spaceman." We had something like, "That's really not ninja of you."
What the
We all
fuck
wanted-
did you just say in my house?
We all wanted to be ninja.
Explain yourself now, Storm.
Ninja Jedi Samurai. Ninja.
Yeah, as Tired German put it, ninja please.
Yeah. Hey, Ninja.
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, as you said below, like, I think back on that fondly, but the more I think about that word, it does sound like... Yep.
Nope. The little bastards will storm me if I don't wipe them out now. Luckily, they are not strong against Plasma Beam, which pierces through crowds. No. Storm missiles.
Yay!
Solution to many problems.
Unfortunately, I have this really clingy girlfriend with boundary issues called work, so
No.
I need to get ready to go, but it was fun streaming with you, Rale. It was fun talking with you, Chato. May you all have a good day, be well, be safe, be good to each other, and if you're not going to be good at it, and don't name it after me.
I will be left again. Once again, it will be just me and chat. Chat
It's
will
okay,
never leave me, right, chat?
I love
Watch
you,
if
Rale.
viewership drops to 0. I said that. Have a beautiful time, Storm. Enjoy your work.
Will do. Big kiss on chicken lips.
Yeah. Vanishes for 30 years. Oh, you little... okay, that's how I can get back up there. Okay. Bounce, 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 bounce. I say bounce with the French way, because that's the one thing they know how to do well is bounce. You know, like retreating. Yes, Storm's just gone to the convenience store for milk. There we go, we made it into the hold. Yeah! Yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to be going. Oh! Ew. Squid! There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So if I remember correctly, you can actually not fight Kraid and get to this point. This is the first point that you actually have to have the diffusion rifle that you get for beating Kraid. If you release the X before fighting Kraid, Kraid despawns. Now, obviously, I didn't do that because I wanted to fight Kraid. I just wanted to dunk on him after doing the skip to get the bombs. But yeah, you can actually beat the whole game without having to fight Kraid. It's great. Cease. Rude. Stealth door. Do 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 do. Oh, this part's neat. Watch the background carefully. It has been dropped. We have caused mass collateral damage. Here, the plug has indeed been pulled. And so Tired German, in response to the expected more leg armor with Samus, so she did have more leg armor. Also, her suit is a little bit slim because she's kind of physically fused with her suit at this point. After fusion got weird and a lot of her powers are biological in nature now, so she's kind of fused with her suit and a lot of her equipment. And now, we get my favorite upgrade. Specifically because... Wait for it. It's purple. For those who don't know, purple is my favorite color. We got the gravity suit. We can move freely underwater at last. Also, we're lava-proof it now. And cold-proof. Look how fast we are underwater now. It does... Okay, I'd argue that... I don't know if Samus had a purple suit before or after Ava was a thing. Wait a minute. I think I know what that... Okay, yeah, that I need the shock jump for. Alright, and here's a save point. Another Speaky Speak. And yes, now she got more leg armor.
The X have spread across the entire planet. Assume all living organisms have by now been replaced by X.
So now the question is, did Super Metroid come out before or after Ava?
The temperature of ZDR has started to fall.
Yeah, the Metroids made a copy of Samus, and then Samus almost died. That was at the beginning of Fusion. Samus almost died. They injected her with Metroid DNA in order for her to survive that, because otherwise the X infection would have killed her. But that caused her to be fused with her suit. Okay, so Super Metroid was just before Evangelion. And that needs the shocks. Okay. So now we're going back to the first area. Looping properly like a... almost like a castle... sorry, brain shorted out. Almost like a Metroidvania game. Ha ha ha! Ah. And we are getting near wind-up time. I'll probably end within the next 9 minutes. As a note, next week, I do not know if I will be streaming. Mostly because I'm moving on Tuesday, and I do not know if I will have all my stuff set back up proper by Thursday. Depends on how tedious when Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday are. No, you can. This Metroid does not have the turning the different gear on and off. You just the gear combines, which personally I prefer. That needs shock jump or screw attack. That's what it's called. Yeah, moving and unpacking are going to be tedious as crap. It won't be that bad. Most of it's actually, the worst part's just going to be the drive. We're moving 7 hours away, and that's 7 hours with my poor cats, who are indoor cats, and the longest they've ever driven was 2 hours when we moved to this place. So they are not prepared for a 7-hour drive. It's going to suck. Yeah, we can't get that yet. Not until we beat the next boss. Yes, they are going to be very unhappy. They are going to be getting some calming treats while we travel. Oh, another one. And this one's got a shield. No. See what I mean about gravity jump? Having the multiple jumps, making this so much easier. Oh, I fucked up the timing. Nope, did it again. Keep doing it too early. And there we go. Yeah, everything's frozen over, and while much of this was originally cold, it's not supposed to be this cold. Something has changed. And yeah, we can't go this way yet. But we can't get this missile tank. Yes, something is indeed eating all of the heat. Enough of that. Yeah. Yep, nope. Goofed up. Ow, that one requires a slide. That's okay, we don't need to run the full gamut again. There we go, missile tank. Missile plus tank, actually. Ah, dang it. Gotta time this right. And to goof it up again. I swear to God. These annoying little bastards. There we go. Are you kidding me? How far did that put me back? Just here? Alright, well, chat, unfortunately it is time for me to go. You all stay safe. Have a beautiful time. Hopefully I will see you next week. If not, it will be the week after. This tornado season started up again, so keep an eye on your weather. Keep an eye on your sirens. Or an ear out for your sirens. And otherwise, bye everybody!